Hi, my name is Terry Lee from Sweet Pea Papers and the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, and today this is Eclectic Heirloom video 10 in our series. We're going to try to get through part of page 3, and then in video 11 we're going to do the rest of page 3, and so we're going to have fun doing that. If you are a member of the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, at the end of this series you will get all of these instructions for the whole book, all of these instructions typed up in a PDF. Look at all those. That's where I left off typing. In a PDF that you can use while you're watching the videos, so that you can refer to them while you're watching the video and while you're making your version of the book. Okay, so the things you're going to need for this video is you're going to need paper from the heirloom stack. You're going to need a belly band scrap that has a tab on it. Let's see if you can see that there. It's got a tab on it. You're going to need 2 scraps that are the flaps, leftover flaps from when we've cut stuff. Let's see if I can get this to work. Oh, because I was doing it from the wrong side. 2 that are flaps. You're going to need some additional scraps. And then if we get to it, you're going to need this large manila folder or a full manila folder, and we are going to make 2 large tags out of this if we have time. If not, we're going to bump it to the cover video. Okay, and then we still have page 2 to do, and then we'll do the cover, or we'll do the back, and then we'll do the cover. Okay, so this is what we have so far. 2 and 3 are still waiting. And then we have page 4, I believe. Yeah, 4. And that's got our double doors with 2 large pockets and a belly band on the back page. We're going to make a big card for that. Like I said in some of the other videos, I'm not going to be making cards for all of these spots. I will show you with a piece of paper where they all go when I do the flip through, but the main purpose of this video is construction. So yeah, okay, so we've got that. Then that folds out, and we have from left to right, we have our flap stack, which opens like this, and then you close it. Oh, and on this page is a large page with a belly band. This has a diagonal pocket. Then you close it back up and it opens this way, and you have a belly band here, a large pocket here, and then this opens up to towards the top, and you have an upside down tuck, and then you have a double tuck where you'll put a card in by tucking one corner in and then tucking the other corner in. Then here you've got a side tuck, you've got our flip up, we've got our pocket tuck, we've got our card that opens, then we've got our diagonal pocket, we have a large pocket, and then we have a tuck spot that just makes me realize I need to change one of the papers. And then this opens this way, and that gives us a large side pocket and another tuck and another tuck and a pocket and a big pocket. Okay, and I don't think that opens that way. Even I'm confused. I'm telling you right now. When you untie this, that's a writing card that opens. I don't know if I mentioned that, and we haven't done the back yet. Okay. All right, so this this closes, then that closes, then this folds over this way, and this is what we're going to be doing today. Okay, so we're going to set the stuff aside. Let me make sure what I had for the paper for the back. Yes, we're going to have to change this page right here to a different paper. We'll look through the stack. This was a scrap that I had decided to use. Oh, today's ring is purple to match my favorite purple sweatshirt, which I accidentally got bleach on, and it drives me crazy because it was my favorite. So let's put page 3 paper up there. I forgot to mention we're also going to need ribbon and our crocodile and magnets and 2 eyelets. We're going to use the crocodile, the eyelets, and the ribbon if we get to the 2 large tags. If we don't, then we'll be doing the 2 large tags at a later date, possibly with the cover. It just depends. I'm not really sure. So let's set our crocodile to the side. Let's set our eyelets and our ribbon to the side. And we're going to leave our magnets out because we're definitely going to use those. We've got our glue that we're going to set out. We're not doing any inking at all. And let's look at our scraps here. This is a huge paper stack. Let me move these so I don't knock them over. And let's look through here and see if we can find a back. I'm sure we can. We've already used that. We've used that. We're going to use that. I don't want to use that because it's got writing lines on it. I don't think we've used this yet. How many are there? 1. Oh, I think I used it in another book, so there may not be 3 in here. 1, 2, 3. So that means we have not used it. So we'll use this for page 3. I wanted a solid because there's going to be so much other stuff going on. So let's mark this as page 3 paper. See how easy that is to look through that stack of fine paper? Ha ha ha. I just knew what I was looking for. So that's why that was easier to find. Okay, so let's set that to the side. This is the heirloom stack that we're using for paper, and it's huge. It comes with 180 pieces of paper. There's 3 of each pattern. They are one-sided, but that's okay for the project that we're doing. And we also have quite a few scraps. I have my plastic tins or plastic boxes, one with the manila folder scraps, the other one with the smaller paper scraps. I'm going to use those to make the cover, I think. I'm thinking we're going to do a collage on the cover. So let's set these papers to the side for right now. We're going to set some of the smaller stuff and bigger stuff to the side. Wow, we got lots of stuff, don't we? Actually, let's keep those 2 out. It's going to be fun, don't worry. Okay, so we've got page 3, 6 by 8. We're going to take a flap and we're going to put one this way and we're going to put one this way. Okay, so what we're going to do first, let me double check. Yeah, we're going to add flap 1, which is the vertical one. We're going to be cutting these and we're going to cut them on these gusset lines. I don't know if you can see them. They're the original. They come originally on the manila folders. Okay, and then we're going to use the 1/2 inch to make the flap, and then we're going to have to cut some off. So we're going to cut 6 inches from the inside flap. Let me mark it with my pencil so even I can see it from right here. So that's going to be our flap. This is going to be our pocket, and then we'll have to cut the length here to 6 inches. So why don't we do that? So we're going to cut it 6 inches from the center, and then we're also going to cut it at the flap. So let's do our 6 inches from the center. Sorry about that. The center. And then out 6 inches. I have to go, that's not right. From the center out 6 inches. Wait a minute. I am doing this wrong. From the center, I want it to be 6 inches long. So we're going to have to do it this way. 6 inches. I don't know what I was thinking. So here's our center. We want to be careful about marking this. In fact, we're not. Center at 6 inches. And then we're going to cut it on the third line of our pre-made lines from the factory. Then we're going to do the same thing on the other one. So see, this will be our flap. And in fact, let's go ahead and miter the corners now before I forget. If you remember from the other videos, mitering is just making the corners diagonal so that square part doesn't stick out and show. We don't have to score this. We've already got our flap. So let's do this one. We've got our score lines here. So let me mark it and we'll cut it off there. Mark it in such a way that I can actually see what I'm doing. Our book is getting very heavy, in case you're wondering. And we're getting lots of magnets. I haven't counted. I'm pretty sure we have more than 10. We're going to save these 2 pieces. Going to use them later. So let's put them all over here. And then we're going to cut this 6 inches from the center line. And then this should be our top flap. Now these are the correct width, so we're probably going to save them for pockets. We'll put them, where will we put them? I have so many things paper clipped, I'm getting low on paper clips, believe it or not. So these are scraps that we know what we're going to do with. I have a whole stack of 1 by 1 inch squares that I make out of typing paper, and that's what I use to make all my little notes that I paper clipped everything. Okay, so we're going to miter the edges of this flap. And we know that at 3 lines, that's a 1/2 inch. It's just something we know. Trust me, it is. Okay, so we've got that. So now on page 3, we're going to add what we call flap 1, which is the vertical flap from the top. And that's going to come down like this. Okay, and it's going to be held down by the horizontal flap. So that's why we're putting it on first. Seems kind of silly, but it may make a difference. So that's what we're going to do. Get my glue and my magnets in the way. So we'll glue the flap. Since we're on video 10, a lot of this we've done before, so I'm just kind of zooming through it. Okay, we want to kind of center this, and we also want it to be even with the top. Double check for glue smooshing through. Make sure it doesn't stick up from our page. Okay. Then we'll use our bone folder to crease it to kind of help it lay flat. See, that's much better. Now we're going to flip it up, and we're going to do the same thing horizontally. These were the original notes. Oh, and I just glued that to the cover instead of page 3. Let's take it off. There we go. See, I was yakking and not paying attention. Which doesn't mean we can't still glue a flap to the cover. We can glue whatever we want to the cover. There's nobody around to say we can't. Right? Okay, so let's try that again. Only on page 3. Center it approximately. I'm not super worried about it. Make sure it's aligned to the top of the page. Check it for extra glue. If we need it, we've got our dry wet wipe. Just lay a clean one out and let it dry. And we could have wiped it off if we needed to. Now we're going to add our horizontal in the center. We're going to do the exact same thing, only we're going to do it from the side. So we'll glue the flap. Wish I'd have filled my glue before we did this. We're going to be doing a lot of gluing, a lot of paper cutting as well. So we're going to attach this to the center, the approximate center at the edge, and let's make sure that it's straight. Okay, let's double check this one. Yeah, wish I'd have made this longer because it's 8 inches. This is 8 inches, so I should have made it 8 inches long. Let me see about our other scraps. Well, I guess it's okay, except yeah, as long as it holds the horizontal one shut. We're going to have a pocket back here. We can move this up right now before the glue dries. Can move it up higher so that it'll look a little bit better. Yeah, that looks better. And we'll get our extra glue off. And if this doesn't get it off, which it probably won't, then we'll just use our glue eraser to get it off. We only need to really get it off in the area that we might possibly see. The rest of it doesn't matter except, you know, where you put the paper. This is very thin paper, so we don't really want it bumpy unless we need to. I mean, we are going to put 2 magnets on. In fact, that's what we're going to do next. But which one did I want to hold it down? Add magnets. It just says add magnets. Let's see, horizontal front. Which one do you guys think? Let's bone folder this one. Make it lie flatter. Make sure that it's still straight. Okay. And we're going to put the magnets on this one, I believe. So let's put a magnet on this one. We're going to use our Scotch tape again. It's much easier than trying to use glue. Okay. So we're going to put one about here. Then I wonder, yeah, that's way too thick. So we're going to lift this up. We're going to, okay, so that's our attractive side. The other side is unattractive, which is actually true, but also sounds like one is good looking and the other isn't, or aesthetically pleasing. We're going to put the tape down, sticky side up. We'll put the magnet on to hold the tape down. Then we'll flip this over. We'll rub on it to get the tape to stick because it's sticky side down. And then, oops, it was still kind of attracting and the tape wasn't completely down. And then now they're lined right up where they're supposed to be. Okay, so we are going to paper this page next, which is this large burgundy sheet. And as you remember, we learned earlier in the book that you can see the paper through the manila folder, so we're going to have to paper it all the way down. That looks like it has flaws on it. Let's see if we can find the other one that looks just like it. You know, we could use this. This is a little more interesting. It's the same color almost as this, but it's got a newspaper print on it. It's very hard to see on there. So that's a little more interesting. So let's leave our little margin all the way around. In fact, let's flip this over. There is a vertical direction, but not a horizontal. So we can flip it over so we can see what we're doing. Get some of this moved to where it's supposed to be. Put everything back in its little home. I'm going to the dentist in a little while, so I'm starving because I've already brushed my teeth super good. I do not want to eat my tomato sandwich, right now, because the bread I eat is 24 grain. It has a whole bunch of seeds in it. I really don't want to try to get all the seeds out of my teeth right before I go to the dentist. I'm getting new front teeth, so I'm excited about that. They're going to be super white. Thank goodness we're wearing masks right now. They're just my top front teeth. Next year, I will get my bottom front teeth, and then the year after that, because my insurance will only cover so much, so then the year after that I'll get my eye teeth and then the matching teeth on the bottom, and then all of my front teeth will be done and they'll all be super white. Keep doing that like in that movie, Superstar. Ooh, we got in a movie reference already today. Yay! That's what I say. You know why? Because we're superstars. All right, that's enough of Superstar. Superstar. Had to get in one more. I couldn't help it. So this should paper this. It looks good, except looks like there's a little bit of a rough edge and there's a little bit of white here. So we're going to flip it over and put that behind where we're going to make our pocket. We're going to do our pocket last because we want to use scraps if we can. And we should have some decent sized scraps from, actually we won't when we make the big cards. We'll just have to look and see. Anyway, so let's glue this paper on. And it is a little hard to work on this fat little book. Fat 6x8 book. Be nice if I glued the back. And we've got a bad spot. So let's mark this the top. Plus we've got the writing, so we might as well. Let me move my stool here. That's always what that noise is if you hear it. It's me moving the stool. I can't just roll because I'm on carpet. I need to get one of those plastic things. If you want to do that, buy me a coffee. Help me out with that. That would be awesome. I would like to thank the person that did that already. That was awesome. And I've still got that money sitting there waiting. So that's what I'm saving up for. Just to get one of those mats that I can roll my stool around on. I got my stool caught on the carpet last year. And when I went to roll back, my body kept going, but the wheels did not. So I literally fell off the back of my stool, which everyone thought was funny until I explained to them that I have metal bookshelves right behind me. And so I hit the metal bookshelves. It did stop me from going all the way to the floor, but it was very, very painful. So anyway, I'm saving up. Saving up for the plastic. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. The things that you put under office chairs so that they roll around. Make sure to put this paper all the way up. Looks like I'm a little short. I'm not leaving my gap on the top. Let's see if we move that back just a little bit. We're still going to see that flap just a little bit. Let's move this way a little bit. So that we have our little gap all the way around evenly. And so that we can close this without any impediments. Boy, I almost messed that up. You'd think I'd know how to do it by now. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to add a large pocket to the page, but I think we decided we were going to do that last so that we could do it from a scrap. Actually, we're not going to be able to, so let me get a new folder. I told you I have a big storage thing of them sitting right next to me, so I can just reach down and get one. Sorry about this for the mic. To adjust my shirt. Okay, so this way we can make a large pocket with the tab. So that'd be cool. Okay, so let's make our large pocket. You know, let's cut this in half first so we can work with it. I think that's going to be cool. I wish I'd have made it all the way down. You know, I wish I'd have measured 8 instead of 6 and 6, but such is life. Let's cut this in half. Let's leave the little lip on this side that we're going to cut up. That way it's not on the other side that we might possibly need to go all the way down. That little lip has a, or the fold, the fold from the factory has like a little lip on it. I'll save this half. Okay, now let's measure for our pocket. We know it's going to be 6 inches wide. We just need to determine how tall we want it. I think we want it past this flap at least. So it's going to be underneath, but I'm going to measure it this way. I want it to be this tall. Even with the paper, not above or below, because we've already got our little gap. And I want to make it, I really don't want to mark on the pocket, but I'm going to make it this wide with no, I'm going to wait. Let's cut the height first. The reason I'm waiting is because I want to make it to the edge of the paper. We can't really see it the way this is right now. See, I wouldn't be having all this trouble if I was listening to my audiobook. Which is what I do when I'm working just on stuff for myself. Or, you know, for someone else, but not recording it. I record almost everything, though, just so you know. That's how we ended up with so many videos. There's over 200 videos now, I believe. So, thank you very much for watching me and supporting me so that I keep going and make all the videos that we need. Thank you for all your nice comments as well. Let's flip it over. That way our mark will be on the back. How about that? Now, I've been having trouble with it being just a little bit short, as you all know. Which I'm not sure why. Might be a shadow from the way my lights are. Okay. So that's going to be the width of our large pocket. And then we are going to paper this pocket because it's so large. It's too much of the manila folder to leave it. Okay. I guess I could have just measured 6 inches wide, or a little bit less because of the border. Rather measure it the other way, though. Let's open this again. Let's glue our pocket on. Yay. And it doesn't matter whether you have it on the left or the right. I actually like it on the right. Kind of silly, I know, but because it doesn't matter. So let's mark this as the top. Get my glue from its little home. I know that it's kind of funny that I put everything back, you know, a place for everything in its place. But when I'm making the videos, then I don't have to look all around and try to find my stuff so that I can make the video. That's why I try to remember to put the top in the glue and then put the glue back where it goes. Put the glue back where it lives. Okay, let's glue this on. Making sure that our pocket still closes, that we haven't messed anything up. I almost forgot to put that even with the bottom of the paper, and that moved everything. So we've got this on here. Let's look for our vertical flap. This is the pocket paper. So we're going to measure this. Like this, we're not going to cover the tab. We haven't been all the way along, so there's no reason to do it now. Let's mark it even with the paper. And then a little bit above the bottom, so that we have our little border all the way around. And if I were you, I would do what I didn't do. Where the heck is that line? Usually I can see it because of the, oh, there it is, because of the shininess of the pencil lead on the paper. Okay, and our height is there. And yes, I'm cutting off the burgundy that matches because I don't really want it to do that. There is a little bit of the burgundy on there. Up here. This is a scrap just like this we're going to keep. Oh wait, I promised I wasn't going to keep doing that, didn't I? Okay. There's no up or down on this, so it doesn't matter. Not in the right place. Believe it or not, it's harder for me to put the pin in with my right hand than it is with my left. And technically I'm right-handed, but I am ambidextrous in a lot of things that I do. I have to go to the dentist in 1 hour. Okay. So the next thing that I have on to do is to add the back of flap 2, which is our horizontal flap. And we're going to make a pocket out of the whole thing. So let's go back. Where's the long scraps that we saved when we cut the tabs? Here they are. Sorry about that big crash bang. That was the neighbor. Ooh, last night he got in an argument with somebody on the phone or something, and ooh, the language he was using. I was almost embarrassed for him. That's how loud he was, though. I could hear him. So this is what we're gonna, goodness, this is what we're gonna try to do. We're gonna try to cover this. It's already the same width over to about here. And then we'll have a pocket area that we can slide something in and out. All right. So let's move this down just a smidge so we can get our length. Make sure that it's straight. we want it to go to here without keeping it from bending. So let's try that and see how it is. Seems long. Nope, guess not. The reason I'm keeping the scraps of this size, as you know, is we're making little tucks and pockets all the way through. So those scraps are really good for that. So let's open this up. Let's double check. Maybe we should triple check. Okay. So now we're gonna glue 3 sides. So let's put our fingers on the side we're not gonna glue. Waiting for that bubble. Once you see the bubble, then you know the air's out of the nozzle. It's time for everybody to go to work. That's why we've got so much noise going on and stomping on the stairs. I'm surprised that that the big OZ hasn't started barking. Okay, I'm going to put that open end towards this side. And the magnet shouldn't make a difference. It should slide right over. Okay. Okay, so then we're going to paper this front and back. This feels like there's a little bit of glue right there. Like that a little bit oozed out. Okay. I still got goop. Well, here I was just talking about my left hand, and then I couldn't get the pin in there. I can do just about anything but write with my left hand, and I've discovered I do a lot of things with my left hand. So I wonder, because of my age, that I'm not going to disclose, because apparently I have young looking hands compared to my age. I'm just kidding. I'm 60. Or I will be this year. But they kind of forced you to be right-handed. So I wonder if I would have been left-handed if they'd just left me alone. Okay, we added the back, make it in the pocket. Paper this front and back. So I believe our horizontal flap papers are this. Let's see if I can get this on the front. It'd be kind of cool. But we're going to put this on the back. Do like we do on all of them. And leave our small border. Are you tired of me saying that by now with all the... Now remember, the back doesn't go out as far as the front because of our pocket. Oops. Sorry if you see on the top of my head. I'm trying to get all this lined up, and I have to lean forward to do that. Okay, so we're going to mark the width right here. We're going to mark the height a little bit above the bottom. Goodness gracious, we have paper everywhere. Alright, so our width is here. But I was thinking about doing the collage for the front because our book is Eclectic Heirloom, and this way we could get all these different papers on the cover. That made me think of On the Cover of the Rolling Stones. Remember that song? Alright, now I know I marked it. I know I did. Am I looking at the wrong side? Nope. My brain is just not working. Oh, yes. Look at that. I cut it backwards. Fortunately, we have... Or did I just... Am I using... No. What in the world happened there? Okay. Oh, because I'm looking at the front. However, it's still the wrong size. I don't know what I was doing. Talking, probably. So there's my mark. My vertical mark. Here's my horizontal. You know, I wish I had one of those milkshake things that you can have for breakfast. That would be great. I don't know what marks I was going by the first time. I have no idea. So now we have all these crazy size scraps they didn't need to have. There's no direction to this paper, so it doesn't matter how we put it on. Well, I mean, it matters for the direction. We don't want it going this way. And we don't want to cover up our little pocket that we just made. Now what you're going to want to do with a lot of these pockets that need tags that you can't see, you're going to want to go back through the PDF, and I always write down add card, whether I do it or not on the video, but I write down add card for the bigger stuff so that you don't miss that. Okay, I think I'm going to push it this way just a little bit. Pull it that way just a little bit. Okay, and we're going to cover the front, which is going to be a little bit longer. Where are we at here? Oh, here we are. Right, now I want to get this on here, so I'm going to measure it and cut off some of the top and cut off some of the bottom. And that way the part we want is on the flap. Let's see. I not cut the length or mark the length? I don't think I did. I think I was so busy doing this. Oh, I want want to do that first so I can see. That's what it was. In my brain, I don't think I said it out loud. So we're going to cut that just a little bit above. And we're also going to cut it a little bit below. And then hopefully that will come out to our width, or our height actually. Now we can put this back and we'll have the ability to, I'm sorry, I feel like I can't talk this morning. I feel like my words are slurring. Ability to see. Hold on, we need it. I'm going to weigh this book when we're done because it's getting very heavy. Very, very heavy. I love it. Fat little book. I don't even know what picture I'm going to use for the video thumbnail. Can't just do the cover. You can't really see the whole, you know, the whole book. So I guess I'll have to try to use the side, but that doesn't really show you what we want to show either. I'm not sure if I'm going to add the words Eclectic Heirloom to the front or just make the front kind of interesting. Okay. I don't know why I marked it on that one. Anyway, because if we do the words, I'm going to have to do it on the computer. I guess I could do it on, I could scan one of these papers in. You know what I mean, and then use the computer to add the text onto the image. Sorry about that. I got concentrating and then forgot to finish my sentence. I do that all the time. You're just going to have to fill it in your brain as to what you think I was going to originally say. That way, you'll always be happy with what I say because you'll be filling it in. Okay, so that's the front. This is the back, and then we've got our pocket. All right. So we're going to add, we're going to do the, actually, yeah, we're going to add a, what we're going to do actually, in my writing of my list of items that we're going to do in this video, we're actually done. We're going to start with flap 2, and then we're going to add some embellishments onto these two, and then we're going to try to make a couple of cards. Okay, so that's going to be it for this video. We've got the back done, the pocket done, we've papered the pocket, we've added a pocket here, we've made the flaps, and we've covered the horizontal flap front and back. Okay, so that's it for this video. I will see you in the next video, and that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay, bye-bye.